Dear students, I am Dr. Timmegowda Innar, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Government Sri Krishna Rajendra Silver Jubilee Technological Institute, KR Circle, Bangalore. In my session 6 video lecture, I am going to explain the continuation of Engineering Chemistry Module 1, Electrochemistry and Energy Storage System. In my previous session, I explained about ion selective electrodes, in which definition and example of ion selective electrode, different types of ion selective electrodes with examples, construction and working principle of glass electrode, and determination of pH using glass electrode. The session 6 content includes concentration cells, in which definition and examples of concentration cells, derivation of an equation to find the EMF of concentration cells, and numerical problems on concentration cells. Before going to start concentration cells, I will go through the construction of Daniell cell. In Daniell cell, anode and cathode are made up of different metals immersed in different electrolyte solutions and internally connected through salt bridge and externally connected through electrical conductor. I will repeat. In Daniell cell, anode and cathode made up of different metals immersed in different electrolyte solution. And this cell works due to difference in electrode potential of anode and cathode materials. But other type of cell in which both anode and cathode are made up of same metal immersed in same electrolyte solutions but of different concentrations of electrolytes. I repeat, some different types of cells in which anode and cathode are made up of same metal or material immersed in same electrolyte solution but of different concentration. Concentration of electrolyte at anode is different and concentration of electrolyte solution at cathode is different. So this type of cells are called concentration cells. Then what are concentration cells? Concentration cells are electrochemical cells in which both the anode and cathode are made up of the same material or metal and dipped in same electrolyte solution but of different concentrations. In concentration cells, the cell potential or EMF developed, that is due to difference in concentrations of electrolyte solutions. So example for concentration cell, in pH meter, the electrode potential developed due to difference in H+ ion concentration inside the electrode and outside the electrode, and it is used for determination of pH or acidity or basicity of the solution. And other example we can consider the copper concentration cells, zinc concentration cells, and also another example, that is Western cell. So let's go through the types of concentration cells. Concentration cells classified into electrode concentration cells and electrolyte concentration cells. What are electrode concentration cells? The name itself indicates the concentration of electrode material is different. These electrode concentration cells, also known as concentration cells without transference. That means without salt bridge. Without salt bridge. Electrode concentration cells are electrochemical cells in which both anode and cathode are made up of the same metal, but different concentration of metal dissolved in mercury. Different concentration of that metal, different concentration of that metal dissolved in mercury. So here the cadmium dissolved in mercury, the cadmium concentration is C1, but here the cadmium dissolved in mercury but of different concentration, that is C2. Example, Western cell. The cadmium dissolved in mercury of concentration C1, it functions as anode due to low concentration of cadmium. It is in contact with cadmium sulfate solution electrolyte, and it is in contact with the cadmium dissolved in mercury of concentration C2, that is higher concentration, it functions as cathode. So this is about electrode concentration cells. So another important concentration cell, that is electrolyte concentration cells, and these cells are also called concentration cells with transference. That means with salt bridge, in the presence of salt bridge. As we discussed, electrolyte concentration cells are electrochemical cells in which both anode and cathode are made up of same material or metal and dipped in same electrolyte solution, but of different concentrations of electrolyte solutions. The name itself, electrolyte concentrations are different. Electrolyte concentrations are different. If we consider copper concentration cells, the anode, that is copper metal immersed in copper sulfate solution of concentration C1, and here the copper metal, it is immersed in copper sulfate solution of C2. Here C1 is not equal to C2, internally connected through salt bridge and externally connected through electrical conductor and voltmeter. The question is, so how to differentiate anode and cathode, because both are made up of same metal. The metal immersed in electrolyte of lower concentration of electrolyte, that electrode function as anode, and the electrode immersed in higher concentration of electrolyte solution, it function as cathode. The lower concentration electrolyte, then it's anode. The metal immersed in higher concentration of electrolyte function as cathode. So let's move to how to represent the cell and what are the cell reactions, electrodes and cell reactions of concentration cells. So representation of concentration cells. As per convention, anode should be written at left side and cathode should be written right side of anode, and anode and cathode are connected through salt bridge. Hence, the electrode immersed in lower concentration, that is C1, function as anode. The metal M1 immersed in electrolyte of concentration C2 contains M1N plus. It is anode and it is in contact through salt bridge. Here at cathode, the metal ions M2N plus undergo reduction of concentration C2 and it becomes M2 metal. If we consider copper concentration cells, then we can represent the cell as Cu in contact with Cu2 plus ions of concentration C1, salt bridge, and Cu2 plus of concentration C2, and it is in contact with the metal Cu. So in this way, we can represent the concentration cells. So next, electrode and cell reactions. As we know, oxidation reaction takes place at anode and reduction reaction takes place at cathode. At anode, the metal M1 undergo oxidation, M1 undergo oxidation, and it releases Mn plus ions. M1 metal releases M1N plus ions in electrolyte concentration C1. This oxidation takes place at C1 and it releases N number of electrons. So if I consider copper concentration cell, at anode, the copper Cu undergo oxidation and it gives Cu2 plus ions in electrolyte concentration of C1 plus 2 electrons. So that is oxidation. At cathode, reduction reaction takes place. At cathode, the metal ions present in the solution, that is M2N plus, present in concentration C2, electrolyte concentration C2, will gain that electrons and reduce, gain that electrons, these metal ions present in this solution M2N plus of concentration C2. It gains electrons and becomes metal M2. So if I consider copper concentration cell, at cathode, Cu2 plus ions in the solution, Cu2 plus ions in the solution of electrolyte whose concentration C2, Cu2 plus of concentration C2 plus 2 electrons, and it becomes Cu. It becomes Cu. Hence, the cell reaction is here M1 and M2 both are same. Hence, M2N plus ions of concentration C2. This is at cathode. It becomes M1N plus at anode and its concentration C1. So if it is copper concentration cell, then Cu2 plus of concentration C2, that is at cathode, it gives rise to Cu2 plus of concentration C1, that is at anode. So this is about the cell representation and electrodes and cell reactions of concentration cells. Here, we should not forget to mention the concentration. So otherwise, there is no meaning for these reactions. So let's derive the expression for EMF of concentration cell. As we know that EMF of cell is equal to electrode potential of cathode minus electrode potential of anode. E cell is equal to, according to Nernst equation, E cathode, that is higher concentration, the electrode immersed in higher concentration C2, that is E is equal to E naught plus 2.303 RT divided by NF log, that is higher concentration, that is C2, that is cathode. The electrode immersed in higher concentration of electrolyte behaves as cathode, hence the concentration C2 minus, again E is equal to E naught plus 2.303 RT divided by NF log of the concentration of metal ions at anode, that is C1, lower concentration. Here E naught value of cathode and anode is same because both are made up of same metals, hence cancel each other, both left side and right side, plus E naught minus E naught cancel. The remaining terms are E concentration cell is equal to 2.303 RT divided by NF log of concentration C2 minus 2.303 RT divided by NF log of concentration C1. So because minus into plus minus. So next, the common term I will take here 2.303 RT divided by NF, that is the common. Remaining log of concentration C2 minus log of concentration C1. So it is like log A minus log B. I can write this as log A by B. Hence the above equation can be rewritten as E concentration cell is equal to 2.303 RT divided by NF log of C2 concentration divided by C1 concentration. At standard condition, if we substitute the standard values for gas constant, temperature, and Faraday's constant at 25 degrees Celsius, then the above equation can be written as E concentration cell at standard condition that is equal to 0.0591 divided by N log of C2 concentration divided by concentration C1. So where C2 is the concentration of electrolyte at cathode, that is higher concentration, and C1 is the concentration of electrolyte at anode, that is lower concentration. If we look at this equation, some of the observations can be made. They are, when both the solutions concentrations are equal, that means when C1 and C2 are equal, then log C2 divided by C1 becomes 0. Hence, this term becomes 0. Hence, EMF of concentration cell becomes 0. That means no voltage will generate if C1 is equal to C2. When C2 greater than C1, then log C2 divided by C1 is positive, that is E is positive. Hence, the reaction is spontaneous. When higher the ratio of C2 divided by C1, then higher the value of EMF or cell potential. And when the cell reaction proceeds, the ions enter into the solution at anode, and the ions will undergo reduction. That means ions number reduces at cathode. Ions number increases at anode, and ions number decreases at cathode. That means when the current drawn from the cell, that means when the cell start operation, the C1 increases, concentration of C1 increases, and the concentration of C2 decreases. And as a result, the EMF of the cell goes on decreasing. So C2 decreases, C1 increases. That means numerator value decreases, denominator value increases. Hence, the EMF goes on decreasing and becomes zero when the concentration of both electrolytes become equal. That means C1 is equal to C2. Hence, the cell can operate only as long as the concentration terms are different. This cell works only until the C1 becomes equal to C2. Once C1 becomes equal to C2, the cell will not produce any EMF. So this is about some of the observations we can make by the equation. So let's go through some of the numerical problems on concentration cells. The problem number 1. The cell potential of silver concentration cell, that is Ag bar Ag in O3 of concentration 0.002 molar salt bridge and AgNO3 of X molar bar Ag is 0.0751 volt at 25 degrees Celsius. Write the cell reactions and calculate the value of X. So this problem asked in July 2018 question paper. The given values are the C1 concentration, that is 0.002 molar, and C2 concentration, that is X molar, that value of X to be determined. And the value of N, that is equal to 1, because the valency of silver is 1, hence 1 moles of electrons will involved in the reaction. The first, let's write the electrode and cell reactions. As we know, at anode, oxidation of silver takes place. Ag undergo oxidation into, it releases Ag plus ions. That reaction takes place where? In electrolyte of 0.002 molar AgNO3 plus it releases 1 electron, that is oxidation reaction. At cathode, the silver ions, Ag plus ions present in the solution will gain that electrons and undergo reduction as Ag. At cathode, reduction reaction takes place. Silver ions in electrolyte solution of concentration X molar. It gains electrons and it undergo reduction and it forms Ag. Overall cell reaction, Ag plus ions in X molar gives rise to Ag plus ions in 0.02 molar electrolyte. So this is the cell reaction. So EMF of concentration cell is equal to, because they have mentioned 25 degrees Celsius, we can take the expression at standard condition. Hence, EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by N log of concentration of, that is C2 divided by C1. Higher concentration divided by lower concentration, or electrolyte concentration at cathode divided by electrolyte concentration at anode. Here they have given EMF of concentration cell, that is 0.0751 volt is equal to 0.0591 divided by value of N is equal to 1 log of the concentration C2, it is X to be identified here, divided by the value of C1, that is 0.002. So log of x divided by 0.002, I will take it left because I want to find out the value of x, is equal to 0.0751 divided by 0.0591. So I will keep this term and I will send this to denominator. Log x divided by 0.002 is equal to 0.0751 divided by 0.0591. So x divided by 0.002 is equal to, if I send to right, then it becomes anti-log value of 1.2707. The value of this is 1.2707. And anti-log value for 1.2707 is equal to 18.6509. Hence, x is equal to 0.002 into 18.6509. So finally, the value of x is equal to 0.0373 molar. So this is the concentration of electrolyte at cathode. So in this way, we can calculate the concentration of electrolyte solutions. Problem number 2. EMF of the cell CD bar CdSO4 of X molar salt bridge, CdSO4 of 0.025 molar bar CD at 28 degrees Celsius is 0.035 volt. Find the concentration of CdSO4 at anode. The given R is equal to 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole and F is equal to 96,500 coulombs per mole. In earlier problem, we identified the concentration of electrolyte at cathode, but in this problem, they asked to find the concentration of electrolyte at anode at 28 degrees Celsius. The given values are value of C1 to be determined, that is X, value of C2, that is higher concentration, 0.025 molar, and value of N is equal to 2 because the valency of cadmium is +2. So 2 moles will be involved in the reaction. And temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. If we convert it into Kelvin, it becomes 301 Kelvin. So the suitable expression for EMF is E concentration cell is equal to 2.303 RT divided by NF log of C2 divided by C1. So given EMF is 0.035 is equal to 2.303, R value is 8.314 and T value is 301 divided by value of N is 2 and value of F is 96,500. Log of the concentration of cathode electrolyte is 0.025 and electrolyte concentration at anode is X. So why I selected this equation? Because it is not 25 degree, it is 28, so it is not under standard condition. So we should substitute all these values in the equation. So log 0.025 divided by X, I will keep this term, is equal to 0.035 into 2 into 96,500 divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 301. So log 0.025 divided by X is equal to 6,755 divided by 5,763. So log 0.025 divided by X is equal to 1.1721. So X 0.025 divided by X is equal to, so anti-log value of 1.1721. So 0.025 divided by x is equal to the value, antilog value of 1.1721 is 14.8628. So x is equal to 0.025 divided by 14.8628. Hence, the value of x is equal to 0.00168 molar. So this is the concentration of electrolyte at anode. So let's move to problem number 3. Appeared in 2020 January question paper. EMF of the cell Ag bar AgNO3 of concentration C1, salt bridge, AgNO3 of concentration C2 is equal to 0.2 molar bar Ag is 0.8 volt. Calculate C1 of the cell. It's similar to earlier problem. The given values are C1 to be determined question mark, C2 is 0.2 molar and value of N is equal to 1 and EMF of concentration cell 0.8 volt. The suitable expression is E concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by N log of C2 divided by C1 because they have not mentioned any temperature, so we can assume it under standard condition. And E value is 0.8 is equal to 0.0591 divided by value of N is 1 log of 0.2 divided by the value of C1 to be determined. So logs 0.2 divided by C1, I will keep this term, is equal to 0.8 divided by 0.0591. And 0.2 divided by C1 is equal to, I will send this here, then it becomes anti-log value of 13.536. This is 13.536. And anti-log value of 13.536 is equal to 3.38 into 10 to the power 13. Hence, 0.2 divided by C1 is equal to 3.38 into 10 to the power 13. And C1 is equal to 0.2 divided by 3.38 into 10 to the power 13. And finally, after the calculation, C1 is equal to 5.81 into 10 to the power minus 15 moles. So this is the concentration of electrolyte solution at anode. So this is about the problem number 3. Problem number 4. A concentration cell was constructed by immersing 2 silver electrode in 0.01 molar and 10 molar AgNO3 solution. Write the cell representation, cell reactions, and calculate the EMF of the cell. It is asked in July-August 2005 question paper. The given values C1 is equal to 0.01 molar and C2 is 10 molar. And value of N is equal to 1 because it is silver, valence is 1. Cell representation. The silver electrodes immersed in silver nitrate. Ag immersed in AgNO3, lower concentration 0.01 molar, salt bridge. And AgNO3 solution, higher concentration, that is 10 molar, bar Ag. And electrode reaction. At anode, oxidation of silver metal takes place. Ag gives rise to undergo oxidation and it gives Ag plus ions in 0.01 molar electrolyte solution and releases 1 electron, that is oxidation. At cathode, silver ions present in 10 molar electrolyte solution undergo reduction and it becomes Ag. Cell reaction, Ag plus of 10 molar is equal to Ag plus of 0.01 molar. So this is about electrode and cell reactions. And EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by N log of C2 divided by C1 because they have not mentioned any temperature so that you can assume it under standard condition. So E concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by 1 log of 10 divided by the C2 higher concentration is 10 molar divided by lower concentration 0.01 molar. And after the calculation, so this log, this 10 divided by 0.01, that is 1000, log 1000 is 2.9999. So if we substitute and calculate these values, we will obtain EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.1773 volt. So this is about problem number 4. Let's solve problem number 5. Represent the cell formed by coupling of two electrodes immersed in copper sulfate solution. Concentration of cupric ions in one electrode system is 100 times more concentration than other. Write the cell reaction and calculate the potential at 300 Kelvin. It is appeared in 2007 July question paper. The given values, C1 is X molar and C2 is 100X molar. So 100 times more concentration than the other. So higher concentration always cathode, that is C2, lower concentration C1. And value of N is 2 because it is copper, the valence is 2. 2 moles will be involved. The cell representation, the copper metal immersed in copper sulfate solution of, that is X molar, that is lower concentration. This is anode, salt bridge, and copper sulfate solution of 100 times more concentration than anode, electrolyte, and it is in contact with copper. At anode, oxidation of copper metal takes place, and it copper undergoes oxidation and gives copper 2+ ions into the solution of X molar, and it releases 2 electrons, that is oxidation. At cathode, the copper 2+ ions present in electrolyte of 100 times more concentration than anode. That ion will react with electrons and it becomes copper. And final cell reaction, Cu2+ of 100X molar gives rise to Cu2+ of X molar. So EMF of concentration cell is equal to 2.303 RT divided by NF log of C2 divided by C1, because they have given different temperature other than 25 degrees Celsius or 298 degrees Kelvin. E concentration cell is equal to 2.303 into R value 8.314 into T value 300 Kelvin divided by N value 2, F value 96,500. Log of the C2 value is 100x and C1 value is x. So 100 xx here cancel. Log 100 is 2. And after this substitution of 2 here and calculation, will get the final answer. EMF of this concentration cell is equal to 0.0595 volt. So this is about problem number 5. Problem number 6. 2 copper rods placed in the solution of equal concentration are connected to form a concentration cell. Question number A, what is the cell potential? Question number B, calculate the cell potential if one of the solution is diluted to 1/5 of its original concentration. So the given values are the 2 copper rods placed in the solution of equal concentration. C1 is X molar and C2 also X molar in the first case, and value of N is 2 because it's a copper rods. The EMF of concentration cell is equal to, because it is under standard condition because there is no temperature different than 25 or other temperatures here. Hence, E concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by N log of C2 divided by C1. So that is equal to 0.0591 by 2 value of n is 2, log of value of C2 is x, and also value of C1 also x. So this is log 1, hence the log 1 is 0, hence whole term becomes 0, hence EMF of this concentration cell is equal to 0 volt, because when both electrolyte concentrations become equals, then EMF of the cell becomes 0. The second case, calculate the cell potential if one of the solution diluted to 1/5 of its original concentration. So original concentration, I assumed it x, it diluted to 1/5. So hence the value of C1, it is because lower concentration is C1. It is, I assumed it diluted, then it becomes x divided by 5. 1/5 times I diluted this solution. Lower concentration always considered as anodic electrolyte solution here, and C2 is x molar and value of n is 2. Then EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by value of n is 2 log the C2 concentration is x molar divided by C1 concentration is x divided by 5. It is diluted. Then EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by 2, and xx will cancel and the 5 will shift it to numerator, that is log 5, and EMF of cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by 2 is 0.02955 into the value of log 5, that is equal to 0.6989. Hence, the final EMF of this concentration cell after the dilution will be 0.0206 volt. So this is about the problem number 6. Let's go through problem number 7. Calculate the EMF of copper concentration cell at 25 degrees Celsius, where the copper ions ratio in the cell is 10. The given values, they have directly given the ratio, that is C2 divided by C1 ratio is equal to 10, and value of n is equal to 2 because it's a copper ions. Then EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 divided by C1 concentration. So because it's at 25 degree, we can choose the equation at standard condition. Then E concentration cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by 2 log of the ratio of C2 divided by C1 is 10, and then log 10 is equal to 1. Hence, the EMF of concentration cell is equal to 0.0296 volt. So this is about problem number 7. So in this way, we can calculate the concentration of electrolyte at anode, and we can calculate the concentration of electrolyte at cathode of concentration cell, and also we can calculate the EMF of the concentration cells, and also we can calculate the valency of the ions. So this is about the numerical problems on concentration cells. Let's go through the multiple choice questions covered in this session. Question number 1. In electrolyte concentration cell, as the reaction proceeds, the EMF of the cell, option A, increases, option B, decreases, option C, constant, option D, none of the above. The right answer is option B, that is, as the concentration cell reaction proceeds, EMF of the cell decreases. Question number 2, the cell Ag for AgNO3 of 0.05 molar salt bridge, AgNO3 of 1.0 molar bar Ag is an example for option A, electrode concentration cell, option B, electrolyte concentration cell, option C, both A and B, option D, none of the above. So if you look at this cell representation, electrolyte concentrations are different. Hence, the right answer is option B, that is electrolyte concentration cell. Question number 3. In electrolyte concentration cell, the electrode in contact with a solution of higher concentration acts as option A, cathode, option B, anode, option C, both anode and cathode, option D, none of the above. We know that in electrolyte concentration cell, the electrode in contact with higher electrolyte concentration acts as cathode. The right answer is option A. Question number 4. The EMF produced by the electrolyte concentration cell when both the solution concentrations are equal, that is C1 is equal to C2, option A plus 1.0 volt, option B minus 1.0 volt, option C 0 volt, option D 0.1 volt. So we know that when C1 is equal to C2, EMF of the concentration cell is 0. Hence the right answer is option C. Question number 5. In silver concentration cell, the silver ions in one electrode system is 10 times more concentration than other at 25 degrees Celsius. Then the EMF produced is option A 10 plus 10 volt, option B 1 volt, option C plus 0.0591 volt, option D minus 0.0591 volt. So because C2 is 10, C1 is 1, the ratio becomes 10, log 10 is 1. Hence, if we substitute the values in EMF of concentration cell, you will obtain the answer, that is plus 0.0591 volt. Hence, the right answer is option C. So question number 6. In electrode concentration cell, option A, concentration of electrolyte is different. Option B, concentration of electrodes are different. Option C, both option A and B. Option D, none of the above. As we discussed, in electrode concentration cell, concentration of electrode materials are different. Hence, the right answer is option B, that is concentration of electrodes are different. So these are the reference materials I have gone through. I will stop this session here and I will continue the remaining syllabus in next session. Thanks for